You have a first edition signed copy of Alice in Wonderland from Lewis Carroll himself?
I wish those fingers touched Alan. I mean, no, I don't. I do not at all.
Man, if I shook his head, I'd never wash my hands again.
That's like a Freudian slip. Hey, I'm gonna shake your head. You just reach down there. Oh, okay. Okay, so did you know, by the way, I've seen people...
That Alice was hot.
Hallis? Who's Hallis?
I said Alice.
Hallis?
So I have seen arguments on both sides of this. By the way, this looks like the library from It.
It kind of does, actually.
It does, yeah.
Anyways, I was going to say, now that we're done fighting Megatron...
We're not done fighting Megatron, though.
Oops. I was going to say that I found it interesting because I was reading comments about Lewis Carroll.
Okay.
And one person did mention something that is true.
Okay.
And that is that child photography was actually a very common art form at that time.
Yeah, it was.
However, there's also a bunch of really creepy letters and stuff, I believe, that were found that he wrote about Alice, too.
Yeah, and I mean, wasn't Lewis Carroll like gay? Am I stuck on a chair?
Wasn't he gay? No,
No,
I don't think so.
Wasn't
I wish.
Wasn't Lewis Carroll like a family friend of Alice's?
Yeah.
Wait, so Alice was a real girl?
Yes.
And he
Uncles
like wrote...
are usually family friends too, Nate.
So he
yeah.
wrote a story about a little girl that he knew in real life because he liked her and then took pictures
No,
of
no, no, no. Nobody knows if there was
Well, so what I was getting at was, if this is a family friend, wouldn't it make sense for them to like take pictures together anyways?
Yes, except that he took specific pictures of Alice on his own.
Was she wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
Was Lewis
Well,
Carroll...
actually, wait a minute. I don't have the...
A lot of very angry energy.
How do you put this in the thing?
Did you press square?
Yeah, you have to put down the trap, dude.
That's why I didn't know what to do.
Did you scan the ghost ever?
No, I'm trying to...
Well, we have to scan the ghost, too, with the PKE meter.
Well, too late now. He's in a lamp.
Wait, was I trying to body... I think I was just trying to body slam a lamp that whole time.
It's fine if you can.
Yes! Yes, it is her!
Yeah, try and scan the thing.
Oh, hey, there was a ghost over there that just walked past.
Oh, there actually was?
Yeah, and you missed it.
Oh, that's just him.
No, there was a legit ghost.
She went down that way.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Okay. What, did you watch that Mr. Nightmare video?
I did.
That makes sense.
Recover trap, so I want to pick up my trap.
Trap
then-
Daddy?
I didn't know Lewis Carroll wasn't even his real name. His name was Charles Ludwig Dodgson.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
Lewis
quite the
Carroll was
name.
Well, because most of those authors back then didn't use their real name.
Why?
Can this thing get out of here? How do you get out of this thing? Because, I don't know, they just... Like, Mark Twain, that's not his real name.
She was wearing clothes, but her clothes were not...
What are you looking at, like...
They were, like, a little revealing for a kid. A little bit of a low-cut dress. But,
Oh, there!
That witch!
I just
Yikes.
saw the witch.
Okay.
The FBI's gonna be on your trail over here.
No, those books just fell.
I'm a historian! Don't worry about it! When they come to my house.
We see you've been looking at some CP, it's just for history!
It's 3,000 images taken by Lewis Carroll, and it's history.
I'm just studying for historical purposes, trust me.
I'm just writing a biography about it.
Okay, this is on
Whoa.
CuriousHistorian.com, meaning it's true. While Dodgson's close friendships with Alice and other children may seem strange by today's standards, this was not the case in the Victorian era. He even entertained the grandchildren of Queen Victoria. In every case, the parents approved of the association. Yeah, well, that doesn't mean anything. It was
my
also
parents
with
approved of my uncle's association with me.
It was also with their permission, and in some cases at their request, that Dodgson was photographing children. The camera was new photography at the time. He took over 3,000 photographs in his lifetime. Over half were of children, with 30...
I scanned it. Scanned her.
Nice.
Nice, good job. 30 of them were either
Ew.
nude or semi-nude photographs.
Wait, he took nude photos of her?
That's her. The
However,
great lady.
they
She's
were
the first
considered...
ghost we ever hunted.
art at the time. So I mean, like by today's standards, gross. By then standards, not necessarily.
I think what we're getting at here is this guy is one of those people who got like kind of like a job at like a preschool or something, but it was for ulterior motives.
I like the idea the FBI shows up at your doorstep. They're looking at your homework folder, and you're like, no, it's just art. It's just for art.
But there are people who have psychoanalyzed Alice in Wonderland and said that there is a lot of stuff in there that may point to him having sexual impulses towards Alice. However, there's other people who say that that's just interpreted through a Freudian lens, and Freud was a hack.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people who don't. Like, Freud invented a lot of stuff. Like, he popularized the idea of looking deeper into the human mind in more ways. The problem is his whole method of doing it was being sex-starved.
What?
I think you accidentally shot yourself.
Freud was the one that was, like, obsessed with his mom, right?
Yeah, well, he thought you were obsessed with your mom.
Yeah. That was... Who was Nietzsche?
Nietzsche was the guy who was like, are you either man or Superman? He's a philosopher.
So pretty much they were dismissing the psychology behind it because a guy who is obsessed with his sexy MILF mom, like, made it up.
Well, I don't know. There is a little bit of credibility to psychoanalysis type stuff from Freud, but most of it is just like focused on sex, and a lot of human beings, while sex is a thing, it is not the driving impulse.
Well, for me it is.
For me too, but like, let's not talk about it.
For Lewis Carroll about Alice it was.
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
That is allegedly.
Oh,
Lewis Carroll
legend.
could sue you.
He's dead. Egon can't sue me either.
That would be my guess.
He can. How come I'm like dying here?
Oh man.
This is actually kind of a cool boss fight, I will say this.
Although there is some incriminating evidence against
Oh wow, that's scary.
against Lewis Carroll. Jeez, man. He just got clipped. Because one of his ancestors, I guess you would say...
Okay.
I guess you'd say one of his descendants. I think that's the wrong term. Cut pages out of his diaries, including the ones which would have covered his break with the Littles. Like,
is that what Alice is her last name? Okay.
Yeah. However, one of his nieces summarized the content of these pages, and according to her, it was not inappropriate behavior, but rather the rumor mill claiming he was pursuing the children's nanny, which put an end to their outings.
Oh, so he was actually going after the nanny.
That's the rumor.
I am literally trapped here.
I mean, was the nanny a MILF?
I don't know. I mean, like, a MILF was considered anyone over, like, 18 at that point. So
That's true. If you weren't marrying them at 14, they were a spinster.
But there's like conflicting evidence here, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to think about it, I guess. I kind of tend to just say that this guy was a creep.
You know, I kind of feel like he was probably just a mostly normal dude who was, like, a little bit weird, but, I kind of feel like people probably today would look at this and think, oh, this man's a ped. But maybe he just really liked that kid, you know, and like in a loving way, like as a father.
Whoa. Well, it is worth mentioning that, you know, like, that kind of photography wouldn't be seen as acceptable today, but it was then, and... Can you scan in there?
You know, and maybe he was doing that just to get in on the good graces of the nanny as well. You know, take cute pictures of the kids, the nanny will like you.
Well,
yeah. What is that picture of that, like, offender
that's like
on the
Lewis
wall?
Carroll looking at Alice.
That's true.
So there were also a lot of letters, though, that he wrote to adult women who he wanted a closer relationship with, but I think he was under a vow where he couldn't get married. Because he was like a deacon.
Oh.
Which, by the way, can I just say, those vows where it's like, you're religious so you can't get married, I'm sorry, I know it's like disrespectful to religion. In my opinion, those are some of the stupidest things ever because
I think they're dumb too.
They have never caused good things to happen that I can think of. Like, every time priests take those vows, they end up taking those impulses out somewhere else. At least a bunch of them do.
Yeah.
That's how, like, that's gross.
Wait, I'm like dying in here.
That is seriously how, like, the church abusing children probably got so popular.
Yeah.
Like, those people couldn't get married and couldn't have relations, so they found them elsewhere.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's the same thing. I know it's become a meme, but like Navy men on boats, like banging each other.
Right.
Nate has COVID.
It's because there were no women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like, I don't know. I
So
mean,
they should just bring women.
Well, even if you think about it, that, who was it? Oh yeah, like even Paul the Apostle, like for Christianity, which a lot of these people are mimicking Paul the Apostle.
Yeah.
That's always their thing. They straight up ignore that he said that if you don't need to get married and you're not interested in that, then you shouldn't. But if you are, then you should.
Right.
Like they just
Because
take the first
he knew
part.
that.
They just take the first part and they're like, see, now we shouldn't.
Right.
Yeah, that's dumb.
And it's like, that's, I don't know, isn't that selectively interpreting that passage?
Uh-huh.
I can't speak for like Islam or any other religion, but I know for Christianity with that, it's like people almost purposely misinterpreting the verse to drive the church workers to be more committed to the church. I almost think it's more of like a situation of control and power.
Yeah.
Because then you're more committed to the church because that's like your family, right?
Right.
It's like when you're in a cult and you can't have any friends outside of the cult.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it reminds me of. It doesn't actually seem like a positive thing.
Also, getting married was supposed to be a holy thing. It was supposed to be something that God wanted us to do. So I don't understand why in any context, like, someone like a priest or a deacon shouldn't be allowed to get married since it's a holy thing and it's, you know, about love. And
yeah,
that's like a big thing in Christianity is love.
Here?
Well, yeah, and it was also supposed to be a mimicking of the Trinity.
Yeah.
In like a positive way. Like you have the Father, which is the man, the Son, which is their child, and the Holy Spirit, which is the woman. That was supposed to be the symbolic meaning of marriage in Christian faith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so if you cut that out, then aren't you cutting out one of the ways that a Christian would worship God?
Yeah, that's kind of what I always thought about it. That's why I always thought it was kind of dumb when, you know, nuns and priests and stuff just, like, didn't get married. The only time I really understood it was, like, when a nun kind of said that they were, like, married to Jesus in a way.
I still find that cringe.
I find it cringe, too, but at least it makes a little
Haven't
bit
you
of
heard
sense.
that?
I have. No, I just said what because I got one shot.
I thought you said what to like the married to Jesus thing.
No.
I was like, I've heard that too.
I have heard that. Stupid.
Your religion sucks.
Well, it's like dumb because you can be married but also be into God.
Yeah, and also, Jesus was taken. He was married to Mary Magdalene.
That's not true.
Yeah, and he had, like, 20 kids, remember?
I remember.
And like his brother James just like screwed over his mother Mary.
Hey, wait, try that other form of weapon. The left arrow one.
Oh, why did I throw it on a trap?
I was only saying this because they gave you this for this mission.
So you're saying maybe it works?
I mean, you just wiped out half the books in one shot.
Where's that?
That's true. I need to get him up.
Track the slut here.
He's like dead.
There's the big
Are you okay? Am I pulling the thing too much?
No, I was just getting a drink.
in our containment facility.
Well, and also to go back to that, there's also other verses in the Bible that talk about
Trap rook.
throw your chakras? There's other verses in the Bible that talk about like
Did you see that?
if you and a like girlfriend have strong urges to get married, so then you like don't do it before marriage, you know? So I guess my thing is like I think the Bible understands that human beings are like into sex.
What does it think about human beings who have multiple wives?
Like Mormons?
Well, I mean, like, why was it okay for David but not me? That's what I mean.
Well, you can have multiple wives.
Well, would God care?
No.
If he was real. I mean, like,
Well,
you know, I need to speak for a devil's advocate here.
right, exactly. Can I put it in the trap? How do you get him in the trap?
You have to take out his health first by slamming him a bunch. And then once he's like weaker, you can put him in the trap.
Kill that ghost. Trap the white one.
Why would you trap the white one, you racist?
Come on! Let me just put him in the thing.
Yeah, get the ghost of color instead.
It's GOC, Jill. We can't say ghost of color.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess I don't remember how to trap ghosts.
You slam it down. You have to keep it in that like beam for a while.
But I thought I did that.
No, you gotta keep him in longer until he gets fully sucked in. You have to, like, keep wrangling him.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. Until it gets fully sucked.
What's your 20?
Yeah.
I'm in some kind of a dark tunnel moving fast towards a
He's in a dark tunnel?
Move! Class 1 swarmers moving fast
With this,
towards a
it's
bright
just we have to replay the same boss 30 times, which is boring.
swarmers.
Well, you know what? If Nate wasn't such a...
Yeah?
No.
What are you gonna call him?
Well,
What?
You mess with Nate, you mess with all of us!
I'm just saying I think I'm gonna buy Nate a helmet on Amazon is all.
Alright, well,
Wow, that was offensive.
literally ruining my Christmas present for him by one-upping it.
I am one-upping it. I actually spent money on his present, unlike you.
What?
I literally just gave him $40.
Jeez.
That wasn't for Christmas.
Well,
That
what,
was because you messed up.
what have you ever given anyone but a hard time?
Trap the slut here.
What do you mean? I give you a hard time all the time with my BBC. And you like
It's
it.
BBJ.
You like it, you little slut.
Okay.
Wow, that's offensive. Come on.
Hey, you got
I
him?
think I got him.
You got
I think
him?
I got him.
And
Come
you're dead.
on. I don't
He
know why I said
patted
it
your
like-
butt, so you're fine.
Thank you.
I don't really get why that.
He's like a
works in
baseball player.
that. Yo, what is with sports players?
Come on. How much time do
They like patting each other's butts.
I don't understand that.
Well, have you ever played baseball?
No, and I don't. Well, actually, casually, yes, but never like on an official team.
You didn't play when you were in 3rd grade? That explains a lot. We got him.
I really like football players when they put those little pads in their butts to make it look rounder.
In their butts.
Yeah, like haven't you noticed they have like butt pads?
Only certain positions in football have butt pads.
And I think that's not to make their butt look thicker. I think
No, they look thick and
think it's to
juicy. It's hot.
all right, I need you to look thick out there, boy.
I think it's pretty hot. I used to watch the Super Bowl just sometimes, like, you know, when it came on once a year, just to see the hot, thick football players. Because I was
Why?
like,
Me too.
I watched the Super Bowl because I like football.
No, you don't.
I actually love football.
Then a couple years ago, a lot of the football players started getting really ugly on like the Patriots team, so I stopped watching.
Why would you watch the Patriots?
Well,
know-
I grew up in New England.
You know,
Why
I've,
would you ever watch the Patriots, Joe?
I've
because
noticed.
the Patriots are a big deal.
They like cheat.
You know
every
what?
year.
Whatever. I'm not gonna talk. Fucking forget it. You guys can just.
They won like all of the Super Bowls ever.
No, they did not. They're tied with the Steelers for 6 apiece.
Yeah, well,
Okay, what were you saying?
I don't know.
You don't remember what you were saying?
No,
Okay.
no, I don't.
We were having a conversation about football.
Yeah, which no one gives a shit about.
Like millions of people across the country.
Not
care about
important
football.
people.
Okay, you're right. Okay, we could do an upgrade here.
uninteresting people.
So should
care
we
about
do a
football.
stasis stream amplifier or stasis stream heat reduction?
I want
Heat
heat
reduction.
reduction.
Okay. So, okay. We will reduce the
'Cause I'm
heat.
just too hot.
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
I could have recommended that for you.
Thank goodness, now we're less hot, so we won't attract so many ghosts.
Or Peter Venkman.
Oh, jeez.
Peter Venkman only goes for a solid 6 and
Oh, I just, like, headshotted that guy.
Nice. I'm really happy for you.
Did you want your headphone back?
There is nothing to listen to right now.
Where is this guy?
And it legitimately is hurting my neck because you keep leaning back, so I just can't use it unless you're gonna sit up.
I
It
can
hurts
sit
your
up.
neck beard?
It's also gonna like mess up the audio if you're like that. Are you
I'm
uncomfy?
here.
Do you need a pillow or something?
Well, that would be nice.
Well, like why can't? I don't understand this. Why can you not sit up of your own volition like this?
Oh, I can. I'm sitting right now.
But after like 10 seconds, you like slowly like you like fall back,
Well, I like being
and then you're like
comfy.
this eventually. Like
You made me stay up until like 7:30 in the morning.
I did not make you stay
You
up.
forced me.
You chose to stay
You
up.
forcefully fingered me when taking piano lessons.
Okay, well, like,
On the right.
call me Lewis Carroll, because guilty.
That's not friendly. Got a piece of that one.
Who even are these guys?
Ooh, right in the breadbasket.
That's the ghost of a guy who voted for Trump.
Oh, I'm glad I killed him.
I thought they were the evil librarians.
Did you guys see that there was, like, this, like, there was this guy, I don't even remember his name, because I don't think he's, like, really relevant anymore, so I have no idea what his name is.
The
but
QAnon shaman?
No, there was this guy who,
Solid.
he, like, tweeted on Twitter, and he was, like, with this company called, like, G4 TV, which came back, and he tweeted on Twitter that he wanted all of his Republican family members to die and eat shit, or no, like, die and drink piss or something.
I thought that was that new liberal girl who showed up.
No, that's somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, this was like a video game show host.
Oh, okay.
Like, tweeted this out.
So
Yeah,
was,
he like
not
pretty much said like
tolerant at
eat
all.
shit and die to all of his family members.
Oh,
who
I
were
think I did
Republican.
see that. I think I
Yeah.
did see that.
Yeah.
Enough with the shushing.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Well, at least we're getting closer.
Did this guy keep his job?
Yeah, because I think the whole team is like ultra left wing, agrees with him.
So he like said an opinion and got to keep his job. Cool.
Can you imagine wanting people to die because they disagreed with you on your politics?
Well, that's very tolerant.
More than I expected.
I thought so.